G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the north side of the map, we've got Caspar playing as the Abbasid dynasty. His opponent who spawns opposite him is going to be playing as the Holy Roman Empire. And it is of course Hera. And I'm tell you what, I'm looking forward to this game. Reason why, we're playing on Arabia. We're playing in the brand new patch, the post-Springald period, as I like to call it. And we are going to be witnessing some brand new civilizations coming out here. I say that because there's no Rus, because there's no China, because there's no Mongols here, there's no France, there's absolutely no old school civs. It's just basically the ones that we've got no idea what they do anymore. Holy Roman Empire has sort of been moving up, I would say, a little bit in recent times. Abbasid, I kind of feel like it's been moving down. So I'm curious to see what we're going to spot unfolding in this game. Obviously, we are playing on Arabia. We've got hunts towards the center of the map here. Actually, I'd say more towards the side of each player. You can see Heras have spawned off to the side. The exact same with his opponent as well, Caspar. So if you're unfamiliar with either of these players, I'm going to leave a link in the description to their respective streams. Now, Hera is a bit more of a YouTuber. Obviously, he streams on Twitch as well, but he's got quite a decent following on YouTube as well. So I'll leave a link to that. Caspar, he's more of a Twitch streamer, so I'll leave a link to that if you're keen to see that. Caspar currently ranked 25 on the ladder, or rather 45, 46. Hold on, Drongo. You got to get your eyes checked, mate. So Caspar ranked 46 on the ladder. Hera ranked 25 on the ladder. So very close both players are. Caspar was actually ranked 1 at a point in the future, or a point in the past that was quite recent. And most recently, he actually went up against Marine Lord in the Winner Stays On series. So for anybody unfamiliar with that, that's from EGC TV. And there's a series that they do called the Winner Stays On. And basically the way it works is Marine Lord was the first one to win it. And he's subsequently gone on into the second week. He won that one, and now they were into the third week, and he went up against Caspar. And Caspar took him to 7 games. So it's a best of 7. And Caspar did lose in that 7th game. So spoilers, apologies if you haven't watched it, or if you did want to go watch it, well, you can catch next week's one, which will have Marine Lord versus a challenger. I think it might be going up against Vortex, actually, which is obviously going to be pretty good as well. But Caspar gave him 7 games. And I'll tell you what, he did. It took him to 7 games. Very impressive stuff from Caspar. So we'll have to see exactly how he's going to be playing this one. Already going for a bit of an interesting build. Now, one of the things I didn't mention... Look at this. He wants to mine. He wants to gather lumber. That is what, you know, there's a lot you can say about Caspar, but a 2 minutes 30 second lumber camp? That is ludicrous, Caspar. What are you doing with all that wood? You see, oh, I know what he's doing. Okay, all right. It makes sense. Don't worry. At first, I was a little bit confused what he was doing, but it makes total sense now. I apologize. I take it back. He's going for a golden age, and he's actually rushing the golden age as quickly as possible. I love these walls that we're seeing out from him as well. But in this matchup, it doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do these walls, because you're playing against the Holy Roman Empire. If you're playing against the French, sure, it makes sense. If you're playing against the Mongols, maybe, or even the Rus, sure, but like against the Holy Roman Empire, like what are they going to be doing? Golden Age coming in now at 3 minutes 15. Very nice Golden Age timing here from Caspar. Now, Golden Age, let's talk a little bit about it and the way that it works for anybody new to the Abbasid dynasty, because obviously these guys haven't been played much recently. It is all about building buildings. So yes, you heard that correct. Building buildings. So constructing constructions, making makers, making things. So essentially there's a couple of different thresholds that you want to get to. 10, 30, and 60. Those are your numbers, and they all give you specific bonuses. So he's reached the first threshold of Golden Age, which is going to give him 10% gather rate for all resources. Once he hits that second threshold, that's going to be 30 structures. That's going to give him 15% to all resources and 15% research speed. When he inevitably and eventually hits that tier 3, which is 60 resource or 60 buildings, that is going to give him 20% gather rate for all resources, 20% research speed, and then finally 20% production speeds. So really, really nice bonuses if you can get to the late game. But look at this wall from Caspar. He is going absolutely all in right now. It looks like he is playing, I don't even know, it looks like he's playing AoE 2 and he's just walling himself in like Age of Empires 2. Imagine if that became the meta. Imagine if we actually saw players doing this. That would be wild. Because think about it, right? He's walling in his hunt, so professional scouts isn't going to work here. I mean, he could probably extend the wall out over to here as well and just wall that hunt in as well. Like, professional scouts won't work there. He can just put an outpost behind it to stop the scouts from sieging down. He can heal up the wall. That could totally work. Is this the beginning of the beginning? Is this the beginning of, like, what we actually start to see the meta develop as? Do we see, like, full walls becoming the meta? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see how it plays out for him. We'll take a look over at Hera. Hera going up with the Arcane Chapel, though, so no surprises there for him. Probably going to be going into professional scouts as well. We'll have a look and see whether he's got a mill just yet. Doesn't look like it, but has enough resources to drop down a mill. So normally we would see in this, or the way that Holy Roman Empire has been played recently, it's a mill, it's a stable, and the stable is going to train scouts. The mill's going to research professional scouts. Going to look to get in these hunts, bring them in nice and close underneath the town center. But it doesn't look like Hera's doing that at the moment. Gathered up a lot of gold at this point, so could be looking to add in a second prelate potentially. He has obviously got this one seating right on the gold mine here, so hasn't opted towards going for the wood line, but going to be dropping down a market here. What is this market about? I'm very curious. I need to know. He's not going to be doing trade, is he? Surely not. There's no way that Hera does 6-minute trades on the Holy Roman Empire. Has he just like mismacroed a little bit and now he's just like, I'm going to throw up a market? Surely not. At this point, throwing up a market, it just seems a little bit... It seems weird. Please tell me he doesn't make a trader. But please, I don't even know what do I expect from this market. I genuinely don't know. What does he do? What does he do? The market comes up. It's the earliest market I've ever seen. He just sits it there. He doesn't even do anything with it. This is a total... Oh, he's trading. He's trading. He sold some wood, and okay, I was like, this is the total... Like, this is the ultimate in, like, Chad technology. He's just flexing on us now. He's dropping down a market for the memes at this point. Like, I play entire games. I don't even drop down a single market. I'll get to, like, a 45-minute point. I'll be like, man, I've got 2k gold. I need to sell some of this gold. I need to buy some of the wood or something like that. And then, like, it'll make a lot more sense. But Hera actually just doing some market movement there. So it makes a lot of sense as well when you consider that his gold is going to be gathering faster than everything else just because he's obviously got the prelate that's going to be inside the Arcane Chapel. So it makes sense to be selling that. In addition to that, he's going to be going straight up for the Regnitz Cathedral, which is going to be giving him more gold. So it makes sense to get a market out as the Holy Roman Empire. This could be the new strat. Early market for the Holy Roman Empire. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see this. So a great little balance here. My main concern is just going to be the lack of food. So obviously he's going to be able to get up to the next age. We can see that he's got the second prelate already moving out to the middle of the map. Probably going to be looking to head up towards this relic and begin capturing that. But we've also got more relics out and about for him. He's got one behind his base. And by the same token, Caspar has got one up towards his base as well that's been walled in. And we'll take a look at Caspar and see exactly what he's up to. Stacking up a lot of wood. Is he going for tier number 2? What do we got going right now? So going up with the economic wing, I'm assuming. Yep, economic wing is going to be the play. 750. What are these players doing right now? This is totally outside what I would normally expect. Is this like Mad Mondays or something? Are they playing Mad Mondays where they just play weird build? He's got 800 wood. What is he doing with 800 wood? What is he like? Sure, he could add a second town center, but he's going to need stone. Somebody tell him he needs stone at this point. Is he going for a fast castle potentially? Archery range. He's going double archery range at 8 minutes. I'm scratching my head here, fellas. I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to explain that Hera reaching the castle age just as his opponent is reaching the second age. Hera, going straight into fresh foodstuffs, his opponent is doing so. Caspar really looking to make a mess or make his economy well known. Triple archery range going to be coming down behind these walls. Now, keep in mind, if Hera's got a scout out, he's going to be able to spot behind these walls. That the scout could come up to you and could spot that out. So if he's looking to keep that a secret, that is not going to work for him. But we'll take a look over at Hera. Sorry, a bit of a misclick right there. First relic, not yet. Oh, there it is. Relic now getting picked up. Going to be taking the sacred site while he's up here. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone, picking up the relic and the sacred site. And over towards the other side of the map, prelate is coming out nice and early here as well. So pre 9 minutes, going to be looking to secure up a second relic. And then, of course, he's got the relic behind his base as well. Now, he would be very well aware of that. Bit of a scout micro, a bit of a scout wall coming in here. You see both players actually doing the animation cancel. Who's going to win? It looks like Caspar's actually going to force back Hera at this point, but Hera's got the money that he's going to have to... Hera could actually bring in the Wallalol if he wanted to right now. I think that would be the wisest choice. So you can Wallalol and then escape with your scout. That's probably the play. And I think that Caspar realizes that, so he just falls back. He doesn't want to lose his scout. Wolf coming in here as well. Looks like he's going to just be migrating out towards his hunt. So instead of going for professional scouts, he's just going to go for the hunt itself and moving past the sacred site, but not actually capturing it. Okay, now he's decided to come back and capture it, realizing that Hera is playing, or that Caspar rather is playing a little bit defensively. But look at this, we got ourselves a little bit of a naughty prelate out here. This is what happens when you are too greedy. Prelate could be. Prelate could Wallalol. It could have Wallalol'd. There it goes. He's going for the Wallalol. Is he going to be able to get it off in time? I don't think he will. He might actually get it off. off. He might get it off. Oh, it was so damn close. It was so damn close. So Hera being a little bit too greedy there. Now, keep in mind, his opponent, Caspar, is still in the second age. So it's not like he has lost this relic forever. Like, okay, sure, the relic is sitting down, but he's going to be able to send out another prelate. He's not too fast. But look at this. A triple archers coming out from Caspar. But you guys want to know something crazy? The most common build order that you see from the Holy Roman Empire is professional scouts, Regnitz Cathedral, quadruple stable. And what do they make? They make knights. Let's go check in on Hera and see if he's doing that. Let's have a look. Oh, he's going for barracks. He's going for barracks. He's got the triple barracks out. He's actually going men-at-arms. So, look, it's probably just as a strong move here in this situation. He's got his scout out, still going to be scouted out by his enemy. The prelate continues to move out. Prelate, did you not get the memo about what just happened to your friends out there, my friend? Prelate now going to be like, oh, okay, no, I didn't even, I didn't realize that there was another prelate that went out there. He didn't give me the news. He didn't give me the good word, my friends. But now, men-at-arms going to be coming out here. These guys have been upgraded into their Age 3 form, so obviously they do start out as Vanguard and then move up to early men-at-arms. So as the Holy Roman Empire, they are early men-at-arms. But have a look at this. Hera going to be taking only 1 damage from these archers and trying his best to kite them. But now that Holy Roman Empire prelate should be able to get out safely. Let's see if he's got any more coming out. He does indeed have 2 more coming out. He's actually got a monastery up, and he could be making them out of his monastery, but he's making them out of his town center. Curious. I feel like I'm like, you know, have you guys seen, there's this guy, I can't remember what his name is, his name's like Charlie, and there's always like these memes of him, he's somewhere from the alt-right, but he always like does these like left-wing, or memes from the alt-right to like capture left-wing people, and it's always like a quote, and then he's like, curious, he's like, you hate capitalism and yet you are on an iPhone. Curious. It's like something like that. I don't even know where I'm coming from with this, but Hera now really looking to capitalize on his opponent's decision to do something a little bit curious, I would say. He's heading up towards the 3rd age, so making the wise decision, going up with the culture wing. Look, I'll be honest, I don't really like the culture wing, especially if you're going to open with the economic wing. I feel like the military wing is just so much better, you know, each to their own. Preservation of knowledge is a good technology, but in my opinion, you kind of want to get it out first. Obviously, it's still pretty good getting out second. We've got to be careful here. It looks like a prelate going to be going down here for the third time rather, going to be going down. So just getting sniped out by a couple of those archers. Those archers are not too long for this world. But now those men-at-arms going to try their best to chase it down. You can see that they've got the +1 upgrade and actually have as much armor as his enemy has got, as his enemy's got attack. So he's going to have a tough time, that's for sure. Caspar moving back towards his own base. He needs to get crossbows out, that's the thing. Or crossbows or mangonels. But the issue is, when he's got a mass like this, all I'm thinking of for Hera is just like, drop down a siege workshop, get a mangonel or 2 out, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Double blacksmith going to be coming down for Caspar, so making the right decision here. The main thing for Caspar is he needs to get into crossbows, but as I mentioned, mangonel is really what's going to kill this. He needs to be careful not to chop through this as well. A couple of archers going to be going down here, as we did see a wolf getting in on the action. A prelate did run past, just tempting it. I love that he got the shot off on the prelate as well. He's like, fuck you, prelate! He like gets 2 shots off on the prelate, and he just keeps running. He's like, yeah, I'll take it. We've got the forward siege workshop coming down, and it is a mangonel that's going to be coming out now for Hera as well. So he's looking pretty decent right now, looking to convert. And both of these players really like forgetting now. For anybody unfamiliar with these 2 guys, they actually come from Age of Empires 2, and I feel like they're role-playing Age of Empires 2 right now. We have a full wall-in from Caspar. We have a forward siege workshop from Hera, adding in like the forward houses. Like, this is just a classic Age of Empires 2 thing that they do. They just add in like all of their infrastructure. They'll just build it in the middle of the map. Like, yeah, I don't care. If I lose like this attack, then the game's already over. So it doesn't matter if I lose that house. Like, I think that's the thinking behind it. Caspar now hitting up to that next age. We'll take a look and see exactly what he's got coming in. A 4th archery range, because you know what? You've got 3. Why not add in a 4th one? Makes a lot of sense. House going to be going down for him over on this front as well. And now Caspar looking to get in out over. I don't even know where he's going with this. What's he looking to do? He's obviously got the veterancy coming in. That's a pretty big play for him. Mangonel going to be beginning and pushing up here as well. And I think the only answer to this mangonel at this point is going into oh, villagers got to be careful. Oh my god, villagers, you got to be careful. So much freaking damage, dude. Oh my lord, that was a lot of damage. So I think Springalds is the best choice here. So ideally, I'd love to see a siege workshop coming up from him. But keep in mind then, obviously you've got men-at-arms to deal with as well. So you still don't have a way that you're going to be able to kill these men-at-arms. Obviously, you've got crossbows that you can potentially get out. We do have outposts going up here, but Looks like Hera going to be under a potential attack here as Caspar moves around the edge of the base. Relic being carried by the Prelate. So I think he's secured 4 out of the 5 relics, or at least he's got 3 in the Regnitz Cathedral. The 4th one is on this Sacred Site, and coming in for the 17th Prelate of the game, he manages to take it out. Sacred Sites are unfortunate because the problem with Sacred Sites is they give line of sight to your enemy. So that is the issue. So I would love to see right here. So what Caspar needs to do is he needs to put down a box of walls here and then keep the Springalds inside it. That way the Springalds will survive from the men-at-arms, and then they will still be able to shoot down the Mangonels. And then he can use that as leverage and then push out the walls if he needs to. Villager's got to be careful here. Villager's got to be careful here. Villager's got to be careful here. Oh, that is disgusting. You thought raiding with Knights was cool. Horsemen was cool. No, raiding with Mangonels is where it's at. This is absolute destruction. These crossbows are alive with 8 health at this point. Has Caspar just... Has he DC'd or something? I mean, I know that he's got an attack coming off down here, but he's not even paying attention to his base. Villagers actually now getting inside. It looks like he is starting to micro, but more and more of those villagers going to keep going down. The attack happening back towards his base. Caspar having a bit of a tough time. He's actually just focusing down the mill at this point. I think it might have been a misclick. Caspar's got to wake up. Caspar's got to wake up. Wake up, Caspar. Your army's dying here tonight. So I think this might just be a good game at this point. His entire army has died just tonight. He's attacking a mill. I think he might have fallen asleep at the keyboard. It's not the first time it's happened to someone. It probably won't be the last time it happens to someone. Crossbow's going to be kiting to the end of the earth, but it looks like GG gets called. Caspar taps out, and Hera is victorious, demonstrating that when it comes to Age of Empires 4, he is quite similar to Age of Empires 2. Fellas, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out the players that I mentioned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.